Next up here, number 8, Mason Kirk, starting things off here for China Spring. And Kirk strikes out. So that's going to be the first out of the inning. And it's McCreary on the mound here. So Jace Garrett up next. 1 out here. And the first pitch going to be a strike. And the swing, that one's fouled out. So that's going to be strike number 2. Once again, this is China Spring versus Calallen. Last game here of the night. A lot of moving around, a lot of moving pieces. Here to get this going, so we want to appreciate and thank Calallen ISD for having us here tonight. As Garrett fouls off into the net. So 0-2 the count here. This is our third broadcast here on Real Sports Live. We had Moody taking on Sinton taking on Gregory Portland, Gregory Portland taking on Calallen. Actually, this is our fourth as Garrett sends it into the outfield for a base hit. So he's going to pull a double out. And he's going to get a man on here with 1 out here on the top of the first inning. So runner at second after Garrett sends a double into right field. So up next, Trace Necessary. And that is not a mispronunciation. That is what it's written right here, Necessary. Necessary, for everybody wondering. And it is in fact necessary. So 0-1 to count here for Necessary. Runner on second. Here's a pitch from McCreary. This one comes in. Strike 2. 0-2 the count now. So yes, 4 games. We caught the first game, Moody and Sinton. We caught that one in progress here as we set everything up. And this one comes in a little high for ball 1. But yes, a lot going on here. Round robin style tournament over 4 sites. We got the Calallen site here today as this pitch comes in. 2-2 here. The runner on second. That one fouled off, so 2-2 the count. McCreary pitches and Necessary fouls it off behind him. Once again. And Necessary sends it out some center field, and it's caught as he flies out here. For out number 2. He moves the man over, so we're going to have a runner at third. And Braden Faulkner coming up now. The man in scoring position. Here's the first pitch. 2 outs. 0-1 to count here. And swing and a miss there for Faulkner for strike number 2. Crazy delivery. Here's the pitch. Faulkner fouls this one off. So the count will stay at 0-2. Here's the pitch. This one comes in high up the middle, and it's ball 1. 1-2 the count now. Runner on third, top of the first inning here. Trying to spring, going to try to get him home, and it's going to be in the hands here of Bray Faulkner, but he's going to strike out looking. Strike 3 and the third out of the inning. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. And we're headed to the bottom of the first inning. Keep it here. We're Real Sports Live. We'll be back.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Real Sports Live. Bottom of the first inning, up to bat here for Calallen. It's going to be Ethan Salinas leading things off here as he faces Alex Martinez, starting pitcher for China Spring, and Pa sends in for strike number 1 on the first pitch. And Martinez swings at that one and misses for strike number 2. 0-2 the count. This one outside. For ball 1. 1-2 the count here. This pitch outside evens the count at 2-2. And Salinas pops this one up high to the outfield, and he's going to fly out for out number 1. Up next is Alex Salinas, who fouls off that first pitch. Strike one. And Salinas swings at this one. Strike number 2. 0-2 the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Checks the swing, didn't go, so it's ball 1, 1-2 the count here. And they're going to call that one foul. So the count going to remain 1-2. Bottom of the first inning. China Spring versus Calallen. You at the Calallen baseball tournament. And swing and miss there by Salinas. Looks like he got a piece of it. They're going to call it foul. So 1-2 here. This one low and inside for ball 2. And Salinas going to be called out there. We're out number 2. So here's Smith. Sends it over to the wall for a double. Luke Smith gets on base here. Runner at second, 2 outs. And coming up is Spencel. With the man on, 2 outs. And Spencer gets a piece of that one. To the shortstop, and he'll get on base. And runners at the corners now. After a couple of hits here, a little bit of a 2-out rally here by the Calallen Wildcats at the bottom of the first. Here comes Roberto Perez. This one popped up, 1-1. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, 1 ball, 1 strike here. Here's the pitch. And Bettis is going to fly out. And it's going to end the inning here. So we're through 1. We're headed to the second inning. Still scoreless between Calallen and China Spring. We'll be back. This is Real Sports Live. Keep it here.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Due up here for China Springs. 5, 6, and 7. Starting things off here, Seth Jennings. And here's the first pitch. For ball 1 here. So 1-0 the count for Jennings, who gets a piece of that one and fouls it off to even up the count, 1-1. Here's a pitch, and Jennings fouls that one off for 1-2. Now a little low, 2-2. Here's the delivery from McCreary. This one comes in low. And it's a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the delivery from Mike McCreary. Pitches in. And Seth Jennings fouls it off. Count remains at 3-2. And Jennings pops it up for out number 1. So Bryce Tabor Tabor comes to the plate, 1 out, nobody on. Pitch comes in low from McCreary. Count 1-0. Pitch is high, a little bit inside for ball 2. This one inside, ball 3, 3-0 the count. And this one a little outside, but on the edge, so strike 1 there, 3-1 the count. For Bryce Tabor. Swings and misses. Strike number 2, full count here. Here's a pitch from McCreary. This one Strike 3, and Tabor retired back to the dugout after a career strikeout. 4 out number 2, and coming up here is the pitcher, Martinez. Alex Martinez comes up, first pitch in, high, and that's ball 1. And Martinez pops it up. And fouls it off to right field. Strike number 1, 1-1 to count. So 2 out, nobody on here. Top of the 2nd inning. 1 ball, 1 strike for the starting pitcher, Alex Martinez, for China Spring. This pitch comes in. Ball 2. And swing and a miss for Martinez for strike number 2. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. This one inside for ball 3. Full count now. And that's going to be it for this inning. As Calallen heads to the dugout, so no runs, no hits, no errors. Like, as Martinez is called out on a foul tip, I believe. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base for China Spring in the top of the 2nd. We're headed to the bottom of the inning. Keep it here. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And coming up, the catcher, A.J. Yepes. And 2 pitches in, both of them balls here, bottom of the 2nd inning. So 3 balls, no strikes. This one comes in. Strike number 1, 3-1 to count now. for the catcher, Yepes. This one comes in a little bit inside, and it's going to be a walk for Yepes. He'll take his base. We're going to have a timeout on the field as China Spring wants to talk it over a little bit. So while they meet on the mound, we'll take a quick break. Well, actually, we're going to break from it right now. So we'll keep it here. 1 on. Nobody out as Yepes reaches on a walk. And up next is the pitcher, McCreary. Alex Wilson, the courtesy runner, on first, and this ball fouled off for strike number 1. So 0-1 the count here. Man on first for Calallen. Pitch outside for ball 1, 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And they go to first once again. And McCreary gets a piece of this one, fouls it off. Evens up the count at 2. And here's a pitch. And sliding into second. And he's caught out is Wilson. And Wilson gets called out. So out number 2. Actually, that's just out number 1. Well, McCreary also out, and Arnold up next. So 1-2 the count here, 2 out, nobody on. And that's strike 3, and Arnold goes down as he struck out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base for Calallen, and we're headed to the 3rd inning. We're through 2. Keep it here. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
This game.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the third inning. 7-8-9 do it for China Spring. Or 8-9-1, excuse me. Designated hitter coming to bat, Caden Whedon. So this pitch comes in. Strike number one. Caden Whedon. 0-1 in the count. Here's the next pitch by McCreary. This one high and a little inside for ball number one. Top of the third inning here. Still scoreless. 1-1. The count. McCreary delivers. Here's the pitch. And that one's low. And that one's going to get past the shortstop for a base hit. So runner on first. Nobody out here. Kobe Kilo. First pitch in, strike one. And Kilo steps out of the batter's box. He's ready to go now. McCreary getting set. Kilo trying to drop the bunt, but bunts it foul. 0-2 the count here for Kobe Kilo. Top of the order up next as Mason Kirk on deck for China Spring. And they try Whedon at first base as McCreary sends the throw that way, but he's able to get back on the bag. So 1 on, no outs, 0-2 the count. Here's McCreary, delivers the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Kilo goes down swinging, and there's another strikeout for McCreary. 4 out, number one. Top of the order we go. Mason Kirk. Steps to the plate. And they try Whedon one more time, trying to keep him honest here. Here's the pitch. This one, little inside. Ball number one. Here's a pitch, and Kirk gets a piece of that one, and he fouls it off. For strike number one, 1-1 the count here, with 1 out. Top of the third inning, runner on first. Kirk fouls this one off. First strike number 2, 1-2 the count now. And McCreary tries first base once again. Pitches in. This one high and inside. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch, and Kirk gets a piece of that one, but he fouls it off. So 2-2 here. 1 out, 1 on. And Kirk steps out of the box. He's ready now, steps back in. McCreary pitches in. Here's the windup, here's the pitch. And down swinging goes Kirk. Second strikeout of the inning. 5th for the game for McCreary. And that's out number 2 here. Here comes Garrett. Jace Garrett, the second baseman, on deck now. McCreary delivers. Strike inside. 0-1 the count now for Garrett. And swinging a miss, and they're going to go to second, and the errant throw and falling down. And could have had another base there. Was the pinch runner. I believe that's number 12, Aiden Rees. So the throw comes in from the catcher. But man on second now for Rees, and he could have gone to third, but he kind of stumbled there. And swing and a miss, and down goes Garrett. Another strikeout. So no runs on 1 hit. No errors. 1 left on base. And after allowing the hit to Caden Whedon, McCreary comes out and retires the next 3 batters. Sits them all down with strikeouts. So we're headed to the bottom of the 3rd inning here. Still scoreless. Keep it here. We're Real Sports Alive.
By the concession stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the concession stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the concession stand.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Forever Memories Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later.
And we're back here, bottom of the 3rd inning, starting things off. Hickman at the plate for Calallen. First pitch a ball, second one a ball, so 2-0 the count. So due up this inning, it's 9-1-2. And there's strike one there for Hickman. 2-1 the count. And strike number 2 there. As Alex Martinez delivers one right down the middle. So 2-2 the count. Here's Martinez. Swing and a miss there for Hickman. And the ball's down, and the throw is to first in time. So strike out there for Hickman. Out number 1. And top of the order here, Ethan Salinas for Calallen. And Salinas fouls that one off. And swing and a miss for Salinas for strike number 2. 0-2 the count, 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 3rd inning here. And Salinas puts this one in play, bounces over, and it's going to be a 4-3 ground out. Nice play there. 4 out number 2, and the China Spring defense looking pretty sharp on that exchange. So coming to the plate now, Alex Salinas. Two out, nobody on. This pitch high, a little outside for ball 1. And Salinas fouls this one off to even the count up at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Here's the pitch. This one comes in low for ball number 2. And 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch, and Salinas sends this one right to the second baseman as he flies out here. So that's out number 3. A little infield fly there. So no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base, and we're headed to the 4th. We're through 3. And keep it here. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 4th inning, China Spring back up to bat. Coming up here is Trace Necessary to start things off for China Spring. So 3-4-5 due up here in the top of the 4th inning for China Spring. And McCreary just dealing right now with 6 strikeouts through 3 innings. So Trace Necessary. Here's the first pitch. And down the middle for strike number 1. As we start the 4th inning, and McCreary a little low inside for ball number 1. And he doesn't waste any time on the mound as McCreary. He was like, it's bang, bang, bang every pitch. And this one popped way up high and gonna come down out of the grasp there of the first baseman. It's gonna go foul, so. So 1-2 the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And this one popped up and fouled once again. Send it over the fence down the first base line. So 1-2 the count. And Necessary sends it over to the third baseman. And the throw is made for out number 1. The grab and throw from third to first was there. So that's out number 1. And here comes Braden Faulkner. Fouls that one off. And this one low and outside for ball number 1. And this one popped up and caught here in the outfield. So Faulkner flies out to center field for out number 2. Seth Jennings, the right fielder, coming up. Nobody out, 2 on. Here's the first pitch. Low for ball number 1. This one low and inside for ball number 2. 2-0 the count. 2 out, nobody on. For Jennings, who had a fly out last time he was on, and he sends this one to the shortstop. 6-3 ground out. And that's going to end the inning here. So we're headed to the bottom of the 4th. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base for China Spring. Headed to the bottom of the inning. We'll be back. This is Real Sports Live. Keep it here.
ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. Bottom of the fourth inning. Calallen coming to bat. 3-4-5 up for the Wildcats. Leading things off here is Smith. Smith with a double his last time out. He's 1 for 1 on the night. So the shortstop, Luke Smith, waits the pitch and he fouls that one off. Strike one. This one low and outside for ball number 1. And this one high and way inside for ball number 2. And Smith knocks this one all the way into the outfield, and it's dropped. And Smith's going to reach base on the air. The outfielders were there, couldn't come up with the fly ball catch, and Spencel comes to the plate. The runner at second. This one outside. So 3 balls, no strikes. Runner at second. No one out. And here's Spencel. This one comes in a little high, so that's going to be ball 4 and a free base, and runners at first and second. And there's a meeting there, so let's go back to that replay. We'll do full screen this time, and you'll see that both the left and center fielders have a chance to make it. Just cannot get there, and Smith able to come in. So now, after that play and after base on balls, it's runners at first and second, nobody out. And Roberto Perez coming to the plate for Calallen. This one low, inside, but it's going to be called a strike, so no balls, 2 strikes. And this one comes in low, and the catcher able to get on top of it, so it's going to be ball number 1. 1-2 the count. 2 on, nobody out for Calallen. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And reaching for that one is Pettis as he fouls it off. And reaching for it once again and fouling it off is Pettis. So 1-2 the count. So 1-2 the count here for Pettis. 2 on, nobody out. Bottom of the 4th inning. And Pettis gets a piece of that one and fouls it off. So 1-2 here. The count. Here's the pitch, and Pettis once again gets a piece of it, fouls it off. And this one put in play, and reaching on a fielder's choice. They get the man out at second, but runner left at third and at the corner. So the fielder's choice puts runners at the corner, 1 out. And coming up here is Yepes. And Yepes puts this one in play in the outfield, flies out. Good defensive play. The right fielder was able to get in position and threatened to make the throw, so no sac fly here. So McCreary now up, runners at the corner. 2 out, 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. This one comes in a little low for ball 2. And the catcher comes out to meet Martinez. So comes in a little high. 3 balls, no strikes. 2 on, 2 out. The runners at the corners. Here's the pitch. This one comes in for strike number 1, right down the middle. This one comes in once again, strike number 3. number 2, 3-2 the count here. And the pitch is low, and it's going to be ball 4. And the base is loaded now. Mr. McCreary gets walked. And here comes Arnold. For Calallen. Base is juice for him. See if he can bring in some runs here. So here's the pitch. Arnold gets a piece of it, fouls it off. Strike 1. Owen won the count. Here's a pitch coming in for strike number 2. So the count 0-2 here for Arnold. Bases loaded, and Alex Martinez trying to escape this inning here. And this one put in play right to the shortstop. And the play made at second, and he's out. And what a play made there. So no runs cross here. And the bottom of the 4th inning, we're through 4, headed to the 5th. And just a nice play there by the third baseman to get it over and get the out. Just really nicely done there on that replay. So we're through 4. We're headed to the 5th. Keep it here. This is Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
And welcome back. Start of the 5th inning. Bryce Tabor sends this one to the pitcher for out number 1. Is McCreary able to glove that? For out number 1. And up next, it's the pitcher Martinez. And McCreary delivers that one. Little outside for ball one. And swinging a miss there for Martinez. Going to even up the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch coming in a little low. 2-1 the count. This one comes in a little low once again. 3-1 the count here for Martinez. Here's the pitch. Swing didn't go, so Martinez gonna take his base on balls. So after that walk, so runner on for the DH, Caden Whedon coming to the plate. Whedon with a single the last time up, back at the top of the 3rd inning. So the count 1-0 here for Whedon. 1 on, 1 out. This one outside. And the throw's there to first. And the throw's passed. And here is a free base for China Spring. On the throw. So Mason Posey, head on a swivel, takes second base as this ball comes in for strike number 1. So runner at second, 1 out, 2-1 to count here for the DH Whedon. And Whedon fouls this one off. For strike number 2, 2-2 the count here. And Whedon pops this one up high and fouls it off right behind him. 2-2 the count. Runner at second, 1 out. And the top of the 5th inning. The game is about an hour old here, but progressing pretty smoothly. We're still scoreless here, and we're through 5 and a third. And Whedon looks like he got beamed by it, but and Calallen kind of wondering what happened there. So 2-2, 1 out. Runner on second. And Whedon swings, misses, and he strikes out for out number 2. Coming up next is Kilo. Struck out last time he was up here. And strike one there for Kilo. Pitch. This one comes in. Strike number 2. 0-2 the count here. McCreary, 7 strikeouts through 5 2/3 innings. 4 2/3, excuse me, as Kilo fouls this one off. 0-2. Here's the pitch. And the runner, they're going to call a strikeout here. So that's going to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on base for China Spring. And we're headed to the bottom of the 5th inning. And McCreary with 8 strikeouts through 5. We'll be back. This is Real Sports Live. Keep it here. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 5th inning. And the bottom of the order, Hickman. So 9-1-2 due up. Hickman's going to lead off here for Calallen. Calallen left a couple of runners on last time out. Had a golden opportunity here, and here's the first pitch as Hickman swings and misses for strike number 1. Here's the pitch. This one inside for strike 2. It's Alex Martinez. Strong start to this 5th inning here. And swing and a miss, and Hickman goes down. And Martinez racks up a strikeout. And out number 1. Top of the lineup here, it's Ethan Salinas coming to the plate. Salinas, 4-3 ground out last time out. And this pitch comes in a little high for ball number 1. And Salinas puts this one in play, and he's going to ground out. Just second. 4-3 there. For out number 2. Coming up next, Alex Salinas. Here's pitch. This one a little inside for ball number 1. 2 out, nobody on here for Alex Salinas, who pops this one up high and fouls it away. 1-1 here. One ball, one strike. And Salinas pops this one up high. And it's caught for the third out. So 3 up, 3 down here for Calallen. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We're through 5. Headed to the top of the 6th, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it here. We're Real Sports Live.
Brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Forever Memories Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 6th inning. 2-3-4 due up for China Spring. Starting things off here, going to be Jace Garrett, the second baseman for China Spring. And we're through 6 now. Creary having himself a heck of a game. Through 5 innings, he's had 8 strikeouts. Actually, we're going to start with Kirk and not Garrett. And Kirk flies it out, and what a catch here in center field. 4 out, number 1. And that was Hickman. Garrett up to the plate now. Fouls this one away. And here's the pitch. Evens the count at 1-1. This one high for ball number 2. 2-1 here. And Garrett sends this one right into the center field gap for a base hit. Puts the runner on with 1 out here. Top of the 6th inning, and coming to the base, Trace Necessary, or to the plate actually. 1 on, 1 out here, top of the 6th. try to throw to first. McCreary ready. Here's the delivery, the pitch. And Necessary is going to foul it off for out number 1. McCreary ready. Here's the pitch. And Necessary fouls that one off right behind him. 0-2 the count here. Here's the pitch, and Necessary pops this one up and out over the fence down to first base line. So 0-2 the count. McCreary ready, delivers high for ball number 1. One ball, 2 strikes. And this one put into play by Necessary for a base hit. Actually, the play was made, so runner advances. 2 outs. Runner at second there. And Faulkner comes to the plate, 1 on, 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. McCreary delivers this one for strike number 1. And this one right to the pitcher. And McCreary's going to make the play. And no scores coming across here, so no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base for China Spring in the top of the 6th inning. Heading to the bottom of the inning. Still scoreless here. We're Real Sports Live. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
And bottom of the 6th inning coming at you. And starting things off, due up for Calallen. 3, 4, 5 in the lineup. So Luke Smith coming to the plate for the Wildcats. to get things started here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Scoreless game so far. So here's delivery by Martinez for strike number 1. Get things going here. Swing and a miss there by Luke Smith for strike number 2. Here's the pitch. This one a little low in the dirt for ball number 1, 1-2. The count here. And Luke Smith goes down swinging, and there's a strikeout and the first out of the inning. Coming up next, number 5, Spencel for Calallen. Third baseman here. 1 out, nobody on here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Martinez delivers this pitch low. And this one fouled off by Spencel. 1-1 now. So this game about an hour and a half gone. If we're still under the 2-hour limit, we would go to extras. But if we're over 2 and it's still tied, there's a tie-breaking format. I believe it's I believe they're gonna put runners on 2nd and 3rd, and it's the last 2 batters that came up with 1 out, and that's gonna be done for 1 inning. And I believe it's gonna be bases loaded with 1 out in the next inning, should there still be a tie coming out of that first tiebreaker inning. But we'll cross that bridge if we get there. 2-2 the count right now, 1 out. And this one fouled off by Spencel. And Spencel gets a piece of that one and fouls it off. And Spencel sends this one down the first base line. It's out of play, foul. And Spencel puts this one down in the gap, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base, 1 out, 1 on now for Calallen. And up next, the DH, Roberto Perez. And Perez sends that one flying to the outfield. For out number 2. So here comes Yepes. One on here. 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning. And this pitch in for strike number 1. Yepes swings, misses. And the pitch. The throw to first, and they think they got him. And they do not. So the runner's safe at first. Swing and a miss by Yepes. 0-2 the count. This one in for ball number 1. And Yepes caught looking. Strike 3, out number 3, and that's the end of the inning. We're through 6, headed to the 7th. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back.
ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Top of the 7th. China Spring coming up. And we're through 6 innings, top of the 7th. And China Spring coming up, seeing if they could put some runs on the board. And what could potentially be their last at-bat of the night. And this one fouled off by Jennings for strike number 1. 5, 6, 7 due up here. And that pitch was in for ball number 1. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count's 1-2. And here's McCreary. Puts that one in the dirt. Evens up the count at 2-2. And here's the pitch. This one is going to be a strikeout looking for Jennings for out number 1. Coming to the plate is Tabor for China Springs. So 9 strikeouts for McCreary. And 6 1/3 innings of work. Pitching to shutout so far. This one in the dirt. 1-1 the count here. And McCreary deals this one, and it's good for strike number 2. 1-2 the count here for Tabor. And this one a little high and inside, evens up the count here at 2-2. And Tabor puts that one in, out of play. It goes foul. And Tabor sends that one foul up the third base line. So 2-2 the count, 1 out, nobody on here for China Spring. Top of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch. This one inside off the glove of the catcher. Full count, 3-2. Curry delivers. And this one popped up here to deep center field, and Tabor rounding the bases. He's headed to third. And he slides into third for a triple, and he puts his team in position here. And that one, just nice diving attempt here, but Tabor rounds the bases and he slides into third. So Tabor puts runner in scoring position after that triple. And here comes Martinez. One on, 1 out here. And Calallen wants to talk about it here at the mound. So let's go back to that replay. Really nice effort here in the outfield as the ball is coming. And as you see, rounding the bases there, Tabor just makes a beeline and slides into third base. So there's discussions all over here. It looks like we're all set and good to go. Not really too sure what the discussion was about. But we are about on the edge of that 2-hour mark. I believe about an hour and 40 minutes. But we're in the top of the 7th inning, and there's a runner in scoring position for China Spring. And here's McCreary. First pitch. Ball. 1 here. Starting pitchers battling here as Martinez at the plate. And Martinez is going to get the intentional walk, and they're going to bring on Whedon. So runners at the corners now. And here comes Whedon, DH. And McCreary's night's going to be over here, and it's a big night for him. We'll count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 strikeouts here through 6 and a third inning. And McCreary, heck of a night on the mound, so his night's over. So Lampkin going to come in for McCreary. So while Lampkin warms up, we're going to take a break. So we'll be back. Keep it here. This is Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Replacing McCreary, number 19, Justin Lampkin for Calallen. And runner moves over. So runners now at second and third. They count 0-1 here for Whedon. And Whedon fouls this one off. Count's 0-2. And swing and a miss for Whedon. And he goes down swinging. So 2 outs now. Runner on second and third. Here comes Killo. It is not Killo. We have a substitution. Number 11, it's Braxton Bowers. So 1-0 here, 2 out, 1-0 the count. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing. This one, foul. Base hit gets you there. A base hit gets you the run you need. And swing and a miss. That's strike number 2. 1-2 here. As Bowers behind in the count. And down swinging. And we're going to the bottom of the 7th. And a golden opportunity wasted here by China Spring. They strand 2 at second and third. And we're headed to the bottom of the 7th inning, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll be back. This is Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are in the bottom of the 7th inning. China Spring gets a triple, then they get a walk, and then they get a stolen base and put runners on base at second and third with 1 out. And then they bring in a new pitcher, Justin Lampkin, and he retires the next 2 batters, striking them out, Whedon and Bowers. And here we are, the bottom of the 7th inning. McCreary leads off here. And he's going to get on base there. As the shortstop unable to come up with the ball there. So runner on first. Jacob Arnold up next. With the runner on, no one out. So McCreary opens up with a base hit. Jacob Arnold into the game now. 1-0 the count here for him. Here's the pitch. This one low and outside for ball number 2. And a throw to first. Two balls, no strike. Here's the pitch from Martinez. And this one's popped up, and it's caught by the shortstop for the fly out. For the first out of the inning. And here comes Hickman. So 1 on, 1 out. Ball number 1 here for Hickman. Here's the pitch. Ball 2 here. Hickman swings, misses, strike number 1. 2-1 the count here. 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of the 7th inning. The winning run on first. And this one delivered. Ball number 3, 3-1. And to throw the first is there. And the pinch runner able to get back on the bag before the ball got there. So 3-1. This one fouled off for a foul. Full count here. And striking out looking is Hickman for out number 2. Top of the lineup here, Ethan Salinas. Oh for 3 on the night is Salinas, but has a chance here to more than make up for that if he can get a base hit. Double would be nice, but just something to keep this going. So here's a pitch. And they try to throw to first once again, and the count 2-0 for Salinas. Here's the pitch, strike 1. They're going to call that strike 2. 2-2 the count here. And swing and a miss for out number 3. And we're through 7, and we're going to have to invoke the tiebreaker scenario. We'll see what that's going to be. I believe it's Runners on second and third. And we're actually going to have a tie. No tiebreaker here. So, a scoreless game. Both pitchers. Martinez, 7 scoreless, 6 and a third scoreless for McCreary. And Lampkin comes in and he closes the game out for him. So thank you very much for joining us. If you have all day, ladies and gentlemen. 4 games in the books here for us at Real Sports Live. We'll let you know on social media what the day looks like for tomorrow. A lot going on, a lot of moving parts, so bear with us. We'll have that all out to you pretty soon to let you know what's going to be going on. If not, you're going to just join our social media. Go follow us, give us a like, and just make sure to look out and watch out for those links. A lot going on tomorrow. There's baseball, softball, soccer on the schedule, and there's also a couple of playoff games, some tournament scenarios for some of the regional semifinalists in Class 1 and 3A, so just look out for that. So once again, China Spring and Calallen 0-0. They finish up here, and that's going to be the ball game. So thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and have a good night.